Usually I do a little funny dance, but I don't feel like it today, so story time. I never know what to say when it's time to start recording. Like, I be feeling so awkward. I'm still trying to, I guess, get comfortable in front of the camera. I've been meaning to tell y'all this story for a long time. This is something that happened over the summer during my hiatus. It was the first time this has ever happened to me, y'all, but I was shamed for breastfeeding in public. I was felt to be ashamed. And even though the story is super old and I've already processed it, I still feel like I want to share it with you guys because it's the only time it's ever happened to me. Not sure if it's ever going to happen to me again. So let's talk about it because I'm the type of breastfeeder. I don't care where I'm at. If my baby is hungry, I'm feeding my baby. I don't really cover it up. There's no smooth way to say it, y'all. I don't really cover it up. It's very rare that I do cover up. Like, and I feed my baby wherever, you know. I wear clothes so that the access is easy and it's not awkward, you know. It's not like I'm lifting my whole shirt up in public. Like, no, it's gonna be real awkward and convenient for me to just boop, pop it out, feed the baby. You know, you see a little bit of boob, but you be okay and go on about my day. So let me get into this story, y'all, because it's crazy. So I was at the library, the public library. They were having like an activity. You guys seen me take the children to the library plenty of times for homeschool activities, so it was a very similar event to that. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, I will put links in the description box below of some of the times we go to the library for activities, okay? Homeschooling stuff. Anywho, we're at the library. The children are doing like an arts and craft thing. And for those of you who do not know, my daughter is 10, now 11. She had a birthday over the summer. And my son is 7, okay? So these are, you know, the age group of children that's there. There is one other parent there with her daughter. Her daughter is around the same age as my son. She's a very nice woman. I've seen her at other activities. She has certainly seen me breastfeed my baby in public, and you know, she's never blinked an eye. The lady who is teaching the program, I've come to her programs a lot of times. She's used to me feeding Mitchell. She knows that's what I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. But she has also never, you know, made it uncomfortable or awkward or said anything. You know, I've never experienced that from someone. Well, in the middle of the program, another mom comes and she brings 2 children. Her daughter is probably a year or 2 under my daughter, and her son was probably older. I don't think he was younger. They were mixed in with my kids from what I remember. So she comes in with her children. Her children go right to the activity table and they begin, you know, just joining in on the project. I'm sitting over this way, holding Mitchell and feeding Mitchell. The other mom is sitting at the table with her children, and this mom comes over and just takes a seat somewhere. Y'all, this lady gets up. I told y'all they are doing arts and crafts. She gets up and goes and gets like an apron that the kids wear when they paint in, so it's all sticky, nasty, and dirty because, you know, they never wash those things. Yeah, she goes and gets one of those and comes over to me and hands it to me, and it's like, could you use this to cover up, please? Because I don't want my children, like, could you please cover up? Let's just start there. Could you please cover up? Please. Do you mind using this? immediately I said, yes, I do mind using that. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, this shit is nasty as hell. Ooh, excuse my language. Well, not really excuse my language. This shit is nasty as hell. You think I'm about to cover, like I'm about to put that on me and my baby? Girl, no. Yes, I mind. And I told y'all this was a long time ago, so I don't remember everything in order. But she basically asked me that, and I told her that I didn't mind, and she was just kind of like insistent on it. She was just like, you know, well, my children are over there and they don't really know about this. They don't really know about this stuff, and you know, could you just cover it up for them? And I told her, I told her again, I told her no. And I felt like I was about to say, because I feel like, okay, we're not even going to get to that part. I told her no. And she was like, just please, you know, out of respect for my children, she asked me to use it. She asked me to use it to cover up a third time. And I told her no. Now, this is what I did, and I had mixed feelings about it later on. What I did do, because Mitchell wasn't really eating, he was just on me. So what I did do was I said, you know, I'll stop feeding him, but I'm not going to cover up. Those were my exact words. I told her, I said, I'll stop feeding him, but I'm not going to cover up. And she was just, she accepted it, and she was like, okay, thank you, or whatever. And she took that dirty ass damn apron back with her. But as I was sitting over there, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I was tight. I was tight about the situation, about her, you know, asking me to cover up and then placing it on the children, because I lied to y'all not. Her children didn't even look my way. I bet her children didn't even know what I was doing. That's how much they were paying attention to me. So that was bothering me, because I felt like, you know, it was her. She was uncomfortable with it. And then it's like, why are you uncomfortable, honey? You're a grown woman. Did you breastfeed your children? Like, or did you formula feed your children? You know, like, what did you do? You saying those are your children. Why is what I'm doing so foreign to you? This is natural. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to breastfeed our babies. Now, some people like to cover up. I'm not one of those people. If I try to cover up, my son is going to knock that dang on blanket off. That don't work. He is used to eating freely, because that's the way that I chose to feed him, and that's what I feel comfortable doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and as far as, you know, your children, so you claim, don't know about this. Well, honey, this is a conversation you need to have with your children. It is your responsibility to make your children aware of things before they go outside the house and see it, as much as possible as you can. Anyways, you can't, you know, teach your children about everything about life. Some things they're going to have to learn on their own. Some things you're going to try to teach them, and they're just going to have to learn the hard way. But breastfeeding, like, a child shouldn't look at me and be confused, like, what is she doing? I'm feeding the baby. Like, the same thing mammals, other animals do with their babies. I'm feeding my baby milk, like that cow that you be drinking from, except you don't drink from the milk. Let me stop being, I was about to start getting shady and petty, honey. Let me chill. But, so all of that, y'all, had me tight. And then, eventually, Mitchell did start fussing again for breastfeeding. And I breastfed him. I think I just switched breasts. But I breastfed him. And I'm not sure if she knew about it or if she noticed it. Because when the activity was over, on her way out, she came up to me and she said, thank you. And I just kind of gave her like a fake smile, because I was just feeling some type of way. Like, I felt like you shamed me into stopping. Because my natural reaction was not to stop breastfeeding him just because you wanted me to cover up. it was to tell you, no, I'm not going to cover up and continue doing what I'm doing. But in all reality, if I'm honest with myself, I felt a little shame. I felt a little pressure. I felt uncomfortable. I felt a type of way. So, yeah, that's my story time today, y'all. That had happened to me. And leaving from that situation, I just feel like and felt like if that occurs again, I'm not going to do it again, because I didn't like that after her and I had that exchange of energy, I was left with some energy that I wasn't feeling, you know, and that's because of some stuff that I did. I chose to stop and I didn't have to. So it's just all about being true to yourself at the end of the day and doing something that you're going to be left feeling okay with, whatever that feeling may be. Are you okay with feeling that? I wasn't okay with what I was feeling from that experience. And it didn't like click to me, y'all, really until like I was in the car driving, like, dang, I really felt that. I felt shame. I felt a pressure to, you know, conform. And I don't like conforming. So thank y'all for tuning into my video. I hope y'all enjoyed my story time / a little bit of venting and ranting. The shame, you know. I really felt like the audacity of that woman to come to me and ask me to stop doing something because it doesn't resonate with her reality. Like, you can't do that to people. Like, all jokes aside, everything aside, you can't do that to people. You cannot go to someone and expect them to stop living their lifestyle a certain way because it doesn't resonate or it doesn't agree with the way you choose to live your lifestyle. You know, if me breastfeeding in public really bothered her that much, I feel like she should have took her kids and left. But to come up to me and trying to get me to stop doing whatever it is I'm doing or do it a way that you see fit, you know, that's just not cool. I'm getting off this soapbox, y'all. I'm off of that. I shared my story time with you guys. It's been a long time since I've done a story time. So, yeah. Like this video, drop some comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You know, how do you feel? Have you ever been shamed in public for breastfeeding? Do you think I was even shamed, or was I tripping? Like, let me know. Let me know what y'all thinking, how y'all feel about this video. This is the end of this video. Y'all make sure y'all meet me right back here for the next video.